plumber's house, and we're at the thermostat. And the very first thing we want to do is we want to turn that thermostat on, and we want to get the air moving across the coil. So we are going to turn the system on. The fan is on and it's in cool mode, and we're going to drop it down to about 50 degrees. We're going to get this thing chilling. Okay, now let's go check the airflow in the duct. The next thing we want to check is the airflow out of the duct. And make sure that we're getting adequate airflow so that the coil can cool properly. So we're going to take a reading of the air coming out of the duct. Okay, here's our reading of the airflow across the duct, which that's good. So let's go check the temperatures and the pressures. Okay, next thing we want to do is we want to get a temperature reading. We want to check the return air, and then we want to check the supply air. We are looking for at least a minimum of 15 degrees difference in temperature. So what we have now is 73.6 on the return air temperature. Okay, the supply temperature is 60.9. Okay, that's not quite 15, so we got to get at least 15 to make sure that it's a proper balanced system. So let's go check the pressures in the air conditioner. Let's go check the pressure readings. We want to make sure that we have at least 70 and 210 on the high side, and that will give us a perfect balance. So we're going to go stick the gauges on the air compressor outside. Okay, the air conditioning unit here is the 3-ton unit. It takes 5.63 pounds of R22 refrigerant. Like I said, the gauges right here should read 70 over 210. And it's a little low, as we can see. We don't know how low it is, so what we're going to do is we are going to balance the system by measuring the amount of Freon that we're putting in here to make sure that we get the exact amount that we need. Right now, on the scale here, we have 25.2.25 pounds. So we'll look at it when we get done and see exactly how many pounds we have put into the system. And that will tell us what it's doing when we get the correct temperature. Okay, our temperatures are reading 70 over 210. That's the correct temperature. And we had to add about 3 pounds of R22 to the system to get it to be balanced at the perfect temperatures. Now the system is working great. Okay, in order to check the outside condenser unit, we have to have a few things. We need our pressure gauges, we need a computerized charging scale, we need a bottle of R22, and of course our tool bag. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick our gauges on there, and we're looking for a pressure reading today of 70 over 210, and that will give us a balanced system. Let's go. You also want to check a couple of different points through the house. Now the temperature here is down to 56 degrees, so it's steadily dropping. This is another job well done by the plumbery.